Rod, how you doing?
Good, how are you, Gary?
Good. Hey,
Good.
thanks for stopping by, man.
No problem. No
Yeah,
problem.
sorry about having you come out of your comfort zone and come over to my comfort zone, but I guess we could have went out to your place.
That's
And,
no problem.
well, I thought about if we went out to your place, maybe we'd have some turkeys running around on your
there
property.
was a Tom and 3 hens out there this morning.
Hey, you're rubbing it in my nose. Yeah, yeah. Did you call them in, or they just happened to be
No,
there?
they were just there.
Yeah.
I just watched them.
They know it's not turkey season.
They don't.
Yeah. So it's not just the deer that seem to disappear. I mean, the turkeys seem to.
Turkeys do the same thing. Yep, they
go-
know.
They go check the calendar.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, we've been chatting. I would say off camera, but a bit. But I want to go back to my first exposure to Rod Little. I remember signing up for a turkey hunting seminar, a calling seminar, we'll call it, at the Garber High School when they had the community ed, and that was, they had a lot of neat classes over there, and I'd always look for that flyer, and I knew what time of year that, matter of fact, you talked about the Tom Gaffney, I knew him real well,
Yep. Yeah.
and and if I forgot or something, I remember one year I forgot, and he called me up.
Oh, good.
You gonna take this class? And I said, yeah, me and about 5 of us. And so, yeah, we had a great time. And I will say, I mean, that was one of my first exposures to calling
Yep.
versus me going out and really not knowing what I was doing. And I appreciated that immensely.
Oh, thanks.
And actually, the 2 guys that went with me, they both turkey hunt to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, both him and his boy.
Yep.
Yeah, and we talked about those, and I signed up for that seminar probably 2-3 times. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, anyways, that doesn't mean that you're a lot older than I. Does it?
that was a long time ago.
Well, yeah, back in the heyday when we
Yep.
were light on our feet, we'll say. I took some notes because we were chatting, and I don't have a huge background on you other than you're a heck of a turkey caller, but I'm going to give a shout out too to Doug.
Yep.
And Doug brought up your name, and I thought, geez, why didn't I think of that? But it wasn't like I had your number in my contacts.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I do now. So, and as we know, it's a small world. We find a lot of commonalities in people we do know. But he showed me a picture of a turkey you called in for him, and
Yep.
and of course we went from there. And but you have a background that goes back a ways,
Yep.
and why don't you give me a little bit of background yourself?
Well, I've turkey hunted since 1976. Oh,
Wow.
43 years, I think. I was thinking about that the other day.
Wow.
I've been on Quaker Boys pro staff since 1984, and I won the Michigan State Turkey Calling Championship 9 out of 12 times.
Oh my. Wow.
So,
Yeah.
and I've spent a lot of time out scouting, a lot of time out hunting,
Yeah.
and I thoroughly enjoy it. For
Yeah.
43 years, I still sit there every year. When they start gobbling on the roost, I think, you know what? This is still cool.
Yeah.
It's still cool. Every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many times have you taken a hunter out for their first time, and when they hear that gobble, I mean, their eyes got to light
Yep.
up.
Almost every time.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a noise in the woods.
That's priceless. Yep.
Oh God, I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I guess if I didn't even hunt, I'd go out and sit. If I
Yep.
knew I wasn't going to pester a hunter, I'd go out and sit and just listen to those.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yep.
just a beautiful sound. So 43 years hunting turkeys. Yeah. Calling champion for 9 out of 12 years. I mean, I think there is, but is there a big difference between the style of calling that you're expected to do at a calling contest versus out in the woods?
In a calling contest, you want to call and not make any mistake.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing, because that's what people that judging are looking for.
Yeah.
It's way easier calling a turkey
Mhm.
than it is calling a judge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I look at now as I'm kind of a hunting junkie like we all are. I was watching that. What's his name? Hunter Wallace.
Yep.
The young fella.
Yep.
Boy, he took this by storm, hadn't he? Though, and it's so neat to see
Yep.
a young guy like that. obviously he was brought up around it, but yeah, it's neat to see more and more people get into this sport. We need that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Especially the young people, yep.
absolutely.
There's even like Matt Moret that works for Zink.
Yes.
He was a little kid when I started going.
Really?
He was just a little, he was a little kid. He was
Oh.
probably 7 or 8 years old,
Wow,
so,
that's pretty neat though.
Yep.
So you remember those guys.
yep.
Yeah, all of us put our pants on one leg at a time,
Oh,
but
yeah. Yep.
you know, it's neat to see them get, I should say addicted, but tied right into the sport. So
Yep.
we were chit-chatting too. I mean, if we talk back in time a little bit, you talked back like 40 years ago when you were getting into the sport. You were talking about, hey, looking for a call to buy.
Yeah, you couldn't even find a calling base. I ended up going to Jay's up in Clares. You'd walk into in Little Banks Hardware over there
Yeah.
on Marquette or into Goodines. You guys got turkey calls? They'd look like, what the heck you talking about?
Yeah.
And I ended up going
Wow.
to Jay's.
Oh, Goodines was pretty well outfitted.
Yeah,
I mean, and Banks too, but I mean,
yep, yep.
but turkey hunting just hadn't.
Just took off, and then
Yeah.
I learned how to use the mouth call with a Penwoods 45 record.
Oh,
That's how I learned.
my.
Yep. Single
Wow.
reed Penwood, single reed mouth call, and a Penwoods 45 record. That's how I learned.
Wow. Yeah, we talked off camera. I mean, everybody's getting back into the vinyl. You better put that in a vault somewhere. Somebody will break in and steal that. out of you. Wow. Well, you probably wore it out because you got to
Yeah,
listen
yeah,
to
I
it
played a
time.
lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drove somebody nuts in your house.
Yep, my dad. No, quit making that noise.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, gal. Huh. Gal, I remember that though. I remember, I mean, it's like Predator calling too. I mean,
Yep.
they got the cassettes, and I remember my nephew saying, "Well, who in the heck would tote one of them out in the woods?" You did it if you wanted to hunt
Yep.
with a call.
Yep.
Same way turkey hunting. You want to learn it, you'd play that 45 a number.
Yeah, now you can learn it off your phone.
Yeah, yeah.
Who'd have thought, huh?
Oh my gosh, what's next, huh? Well, we, get right into the kind of the hunting side of things, and I don't know. You had me jot down some notes, and I thought, yeah, these make perfect sense. You've done a number of seminars over the years, and so I'm going to kind of turn the reins over to you
Yep.
and share your experience, your knowledge with us.
The biggest number one thing you have to do is scout. You have to spend a lot of time in the woods scouting, and I scout just like I hunt. I go out real early in the morning, I all hoot, try to locate the turkeys, try to see what they're doing and when they're doing it. Try to establish a pattern of what they're doing.
Okay.
And you'll find, like we talked earlier on, once you get property where you can access and you can hunt it, whether it's state land or private land, there's certain spots, and you'll find this if you go enough, that turkeys do the same thing year after year after year.
Okay.
Might not do exactly the same pattern, but they'll be in that area
Okay.
and be pretty close to doing that same pattern every year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Like deer hunting, guy might say, well, where should I sit? I mean, not that I'm the deer hunting guru, but we always know, I mean, you got to sit between where they're at and where they're going to.
That's 90% of turkey hunters get between where they are and where they want to go.
Wow.
I mean, it's going to help you to be a good caller, because sometimes they'll come a long ways to a call, but calling is just a small part of the actual turkey hunting pie. To me, scouting's the number one thing.
Wow.
You have to establish a pattern of what they're doing and when they're doing it, get between where they are and where they want to go.
Yeah.
That's paramount in turkey
Yeah.
hunting.
So, I mean, if we look at, a person's going to, maybe take a couple days off work to go hunting, turkey hunting, but he's got some weekend time, but maybe it's not, maybe he wants that opening day, the 2 days. So I guess what you're saying is, boy, if he can spare that extra time before the season starts and
Yep,
get
get up there and
pattern his
scout.
birds, I
Yep.
guess,
Yep.
find out what they
In turkey hunting, from my experience, isn't like deer season where you got to be there opening day.
Yeah.
Usually, what you'll find in the first couple weeks of the season, it's either they're bunched up, they'll come into anything you do, or they're bunched up and they won't do anything. You can't get them to do nothing.
Well, it
The
seems
more
like-
turkeys there are,
Okay.
the harder it is to get them to respond.
That seems like I got the experience. they're bunched up and they won't come to anything.
Yep. And all it is, and especially when you're trying to call them, they're coming into you, all it takes is one to see something. If
Wow.
one sees something, the rest of them are going.
Wow.
Oh.
Huh.
And then you're dealing with the weather. You know, now it's a little bit different because you got seasons are a week or 2 weeks long,
Yeah.
like with you know, with that first hunt with the
Yeah.
ZC hunt for like Bay County and South, you know,
Yeah.
you got 2 weeks or something. But some of the areas still think are a week long in that first hunt.
Yeah.
So then you're dealing with that snow, rain. You know,
Yeah.
usually later on in the season, and that 234 hunt, the weather kind of levels
Mm-hmm.
off, the hunting pressure levels off,
Yep.
and then you know you have probably I'm not going to say it's as good a chance, but pretty close to as good a chance of killing a bird
I would agree.
then as you do in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, that I would agree with that. It
Yep.
seems to be that
Yep.
with me and my little exposure, but yeah, and it's a like you say, you got a little more better expectation on the better weather.
Yep,
you know.
better weather's better. You can pick and choose your days. You're not pressured to go up there and hunt
Yeah.
the first 2 days if it's raining or snowing, or the first weekend or the only weekend you got when it's raining or snowing.
Yeah.
You know, you get a lot. You know, you can pick and choose your day. You know?
Yeah, we talked off camera a little tiny bit, but I mean, some guys, you know, call it the mosquito season.
Yep.
Well, the warm weather breeds, you know,
Yep.
you know, they seem to blossom like a darn flower. You know, they come out of nowhere or
Yep.
they hatch out. What?
Well,
would-
like I say, we had you got the thermocells, and
Yeah.
I carry thermocell and deep woods off of me.
okay.
I said I use spray my head net, spray my hat, spray my gloves with deep woods off, or have the thermocell.
Yeah.
And
Do you worry about the turkey scent?
no,
You know? Okay. All right. So that it's
turkeys
unlike the-
aren't super smart animal
okay.
or birds.
Well,
They're not.
you just made a bunch of us feel kind of really bad about
But
not
they're not
putting
super
tags
smart.
on
They're
you.
just doing things that turkeys do, you know.
Yeah.
And by establishing a pattern of what they're doing and when they're doing it, you can kind of intercept them.
Yeah.
You know, you know, sure, you're going to call and they're going to gobble, but you know, and you can get them to move a little ways. But I mean, a lot of times, if they decide to go somewhere, they're going.
They're
You know,
going.
and there's
Yeah.
usually not much you can do with a call to get them to come back.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can, most of the time you can't.
Can't, yeah. Hence the scouting, because is number one,
Yep.
and then